Today is going to be a pretty simple lesson. Anyways, we're just going to look at dates and days of the week. Can you see this lesson?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, just make sure. I'm just going to write out week. So actually, that word yoir is like, I guess you can think of that at the end of the day. Yoir is day. And then actually each one has a different character in front, which actually stands for something. I don't know what each one stands for. Ir, I think is day. War is like the moon. Hua is like fire. Su is like water. Mok, tree. Gum, I think that's gold. And then to, I can't remember. But each one of them stands for something. You don't have to remember that, but I just think that's interesting. So we have 일요일, 월요일, 화요일, 수요일, 목요일, 금요일, and 토요일. Now we also want to look at the months of the year because we're going to know that for today's lesson. So actually, it's kind of easy to learn the months of the year because if you know numbers 1 through 12, like the 12 months, it's very easy. So you just have to take the number. This one will use 1, 일, plus the word for month, which is 월. I'll actually put that right here. So 1월 is the first month, which means January. 2월, the second month, February. And it goes like that all the way down. 3월, March. 4월, April. 5월 is May. And then this one actually is an exception to the spelling. So you might think yukwar, but we're actually going to remove that K from the original yuk. We're going to remove that and then add war. It should be yuwar. I think it's like that just because it's easier to say. Then 7월 is July, the 7th month. This month is 8월, August. 9월, September, and then we have another exception down here. So instead of it being 10월, we need to remove the B from the ship and add war. 10월 for October. And I guess that is a bit easier to say than 10월. Feels a little less awkward. Then this is 11월, November, and 12월, December. I think pretty easy to remember as long as you know the first 10 numbers. 2 different number systems that there are, native and sign-up. Today, as you can see here, I listed all the times when we use these. Today, we're using it for dates. So we just did 1 through 10, really. So I'll skip down till 20. So just need to remember for 20, 30, 40, and up that you want to put ship should be the second thing, should be the ending. So 2, like I think of it, 2 times 10, 20, 3 times 10, 30, all the way down, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then we have 99. 99, 90 plus 9. And then all the way up to 100, we have pek. This one, don't try to add ear in front of it, just do pek. For 200 though, we do need to add e. 2 times 100, e pek. 3 times 100, sam pek. 4 times 100, sa pek. 5 pek, 6 pek, 7 pek, 8 pek, all the way up. And then I have 999 here. So a lot of dates end with 1999. So this is a good one to know. So just 900, then 90, then 9. 900, 900. And then finally we get to 1000. And once again, we won't say 1000 because that can make it confused. It can be confused for 2000. So you don't want to say you don't want the people to think you're saying 2000 when you're really saying 1000. So 1000 by itself, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, all the way up, and then I ended it with man. I don't think we're going to be using man today because we're only dates and we are not going to go that far. Okay, now into the lesson today, the structure of dates. A lot of countries, they're different. Some put the month first and the year last. Some put the year first and then the month. So Korean does kind of greatest to least. So we start the year, then the month, and then the day. So for example, today's date would be 2024 August 9th. Okay. And then the most important thing we have to know is that there's some counter words that get added after the sino, after the numbers, to let us know what it's referring to. So you can see here I have 2000 of what? Like if I want to say 2002, in Korean, like in English, we might assume we're saying, oh, the year 2002. But in Korean, we're just like 2002 of what? What are you talking about? So you have to be specific. To do that, we have to use these things called counters. So just like particles, they're attached right next to the numbers. And it just lets us specify how much of what we're talking about. So today, the counters we're going to use are 년, this means year. This one we just saw, 월, and then the day, 일. So we always have to put these after the numbers. Back to today's date. We have 2024, August 9th. So 2024, we know how to make that, or we should know how to make that in Sino numbers. 2024. Then we have to put our counter word, 년. And then August is the 8th month, or 8월. And then it's the 9th day, 9 plus 일. 2024년 8월 9일. I highlighted the wrong thing. I'll do a couple more examples of dates, and then we'll practice making some. Okay, 2015 January. We can do January 31st. 2015 2000 2010 10 and then 2015년. Can't forget. January is the first month. 1월. And then it's the 31st day. 31일. I know there's 2 ears, but only one is the counter. So even if it ends with a 1, we still add ear. And if we had one like 1999, let's say it's June, maybe it's June 5th or 4th. I've been using a lot of 5s. 1999, June 5th. So 1000, 천, then we have 900, 990, 90, and 1999, 1999 of what? The year. Then June is the 6th month, so it shouldn't be 6월, 6월, because it has special spelling. And then it's the 4th day. 4일. 1999년 6월 4일. Okay, now I'm gonna put some here for you, and you can say it out loud or you can write it on the doc. The first date I want you to make, I'm gonna write it the US order, maybe just to make it a bit harder. Right? September 9th. Let's do 1808.
So I guess it's 1808년 9월 9일.
Yeah, good. Perfect. 1808년 9월 9일. Next one, let's do February 17th. Let's do 2001.
Okay. 2001년 17. Oh no. That's the wrong one. 2월 17일.
Yes, perfect. Do another one. Now we'll do October 2nd, 2030.
Okay, 2030년 10월 22일.
Perfect. Next one we're gonna do December 25th, 1997.
Okay, 1997년 12월 25일.
Perfect. And we'll do one more. So let's say March 11th, 2022.
Okay, 2022년 3월 11일.
Perfect. So I know a few people who are still struggling with the order. So I'm just going to put that again here. So when they read it back or look back at it, they can see who, when, where, what, how, quickly. Who is our subject. That's who we usually put the and then on. When is time. So in this case, that's where our dates are going to go in the sentence. The where's our location. Those two we put or the location that we're doing an action, we put eso. Then the what is our object. It's the thing that's being affected or acted on in the sentence. How is the object being affected? So that's usually our adverb. It might not always be in this position. Sometimes it's at the beginning right here. Sometimes it's, it can change places. And then the verb is just our verb. Sometimes it might be an adjective instead, but it always has to end with that. So now we've went over that. So we know that second in our sentence is the dates or the times, which counts. Maybe some people might get that confused if I don't times and dates. I am the subject. 저는 when is next. So just like in English that I wrote there, I can do that same thing. Then I know I need to put the right word. Korean. 금요일 2024년 8월 9일. And then of course to mark it all. So I'll only put one for everything that's behind it. And then what did I do on this day? What did I watch? 중국 드라마. 중국 is China. 중국 드라마를, because our objects, what I did. And then how did I watch it? We don't specify, so we skip it, and then we know our verbs at the end. And it's past tense. 저는 금요일 2024년 8월 9일에 중국 드라마를 봤어요. Okay, so usually the day of the week will go first. We have a lot of other things. I feel like usually you won't have the year so much. And if you do want to say the year, sometimes you don't have to say this first part. Because if you just say 14년, the 24th year, we're going to know that you're talking about 2000, the year 2000. But if you needed to specify that maybe it was 1024, the year 1024, then you can, that. 2014. Okay, now I think I'll do, I don't know how many sentences, maybe just one for now.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, I got 우리는 일요일 10월 1일 한국 수업을 있었어요.
Yes.
Do you like kind of contract the A also too, or do you just leave it away?
Yeah, we keep the this is what I was gonna say. Instead of ur, we should use e.
Okay.
And so, okay, because the ur, that's for the object, right? If the verb was acting on it. Saying that we had it, that's more like describing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Than acting on it. But yeah, other than that.
Yeah, I keep on forgetting that one.
Say my name. Junie will teach Korean on Instagram on, we'll say Tuesday, not September, July 18th.
I think I got. So, 준이는 화요일 7월 18일에 인스타그램에 한국어를 가르칠 거예요.
준이는 when 화요일 7월 18일에 인스타. So this is where Instagram. This will be 에서 what I'm teaching Korean. How, no specification, and then what I'm doing. I'm 가르치다. Then 가르칠 거예요. Yes, good. Kids are learning math in the classroom quietly. This is such a drawn out sentence. On Wednesday, the 3rd of, and I will put the year just to make it more complicated.
학생들은 수요일 2023년 4월 3일에 교실에서 수학을 같이 조용히 배워요.
So, 학생들, and this one Anna used 둘 to make it plural. I know I haven't really talked about that, but you could also just leave that out. You could say 학생은, and it still can mean students. Because I didn't mention earlier, Korean doesn't really have plurals, but it does have that little particle could use. And then 수요일 2023년 4월 3일에, that's perfect date. Put the 에 at the very end of everything. And then 교실에서, because they're learning in the classroom, we want to use 에서. 수학, what are they learning? They're learning math, 수학. So that's our object. How are they learning math? They're learning it 조용히, quietly. And then this is a present tense sentence. So 배워요. Great. I think that's the end of the dates lesson.